Hi class. My topic of discussion today are low power distance societies and high power distance societies. Depending on which culture you come from or society you belong to, depends on which power distance society that you come from. So the two main indicators of power distance are wealth and income. If you come from a society that practices, high wealth and high income and practices many different lifestyles that fall into that category, then that will tell you whether or not you are a low power distance society or high power distance society. In my culture, the American culture, we are a low power distance society. Over time, the more that we live our lifestyles and our lifestyles change, we're becoming a high power distance society. This basically means that let me give you an example of like minimum wage. So we have these CEO people, the higher ups that which could be considered a hierarchy, that make a certain amount of money. And then you have your minimum wage people that make minimum wage. When minimum wage goes up, so does the CEO's pay, and all the hierarchies pay as well, and so does cost of living. So the way that we live our lifestyles definitely indicate which power distance society we come from. In our society or our culture, children are also treated as equals. So if a parent, gets onto their child, they are considered young adults and they are treated as young adults. They live a lifestyle where they learn by living certain ways and going through life and learning from what they see and what they experience. In the Asian culture, they are considered a high power. Higher authorities are a fact of life, which means they are, if you're a hierarchy, you are considered the, higher person. You're basically looked up upon, and you respect those of the higher status. So these people know that, and they definitely are aware of the people that look up to them as well. Superiors and subordinates consider themselves unequal. So one thinks they're better than the other and vice versa. And they live different lifestyles and certain lifestyles that the other may not live. They consider themselves unequal because of that. With that said, depending on which culture you come from, you could be a high power distance society or a low power distance society. Most of the cultures are turning to high power distance society. Just over time, the way that the generations are headed and the way that society is, things change, and money becomes a huge factor in life, and living a lifestyle that is comfortable for yourself and your family, and et cetera, et cetera. So, thank you.